during the mucus secreting glands. Okay, so the mucus also acts as a barrier. Okay, so it prevents the some unwanted particles or dust particles entering the lungs. Okay, and bronchi, this trachea branches into two main branches. Okay, that is bronchi, the left and right bronchi, and this left and right bronchi again it's sub branches into the bronchioles. Okay, and again the tip of the bronchioles will be having the alveoli where the gas exchange takes place. Okay, ಏನದು ಮಹೇಂದ್ರ? ಯಾರ್ದು ಬರ್ಡನ್? ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಬರ್ಡೇ. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ? ವಿಶೇಷ ರಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ. So bronchioles and alveoli and this gas exchange, it is very important. Okay. So now we'll move on to the what are the diseases associated with this lungs. Okay, and what are the solutions which are made by the engineers in order to find the solutions for those so the diseases associated with the lungs. Okay, so this is spirometry. So spirometry is the initial test which will be performed. Okay, if you are having some issues with the breathing and all. Okay, so this test will be performed in order to determine the functioning of your lung. Okay, functioning of your lung. This test is, so what is the amount of air which will be expelled or exhaled out, okay, from your mouth, okay, within the given period of time. Okay, so that amount of air which is exhaled out will determine the functioning of your the respiratory system. Okay, so this test which will be so if you are associated with any diseases, okay, sorry, if you are facing any problems with the respiration, okay, so this is the preliminary test which will be conducted. This is why it is onto the nostrils. Okay, so that and he is asked to take the air through the mouth. Okay, and hold for some time. Okay, he has to hold the air for some time, and then the tube will be inserted into his mouth. Okay, and he is asked to exhale the air. Okay, so the complete air is asked to exhale, and they may ask it to until that the person ask us to stop that exhaling the air. Okay, so you have to exhale the air, and so that amount of air which is come out of his mouth, okay, within a given period of time, okay, that signifies the functionalities of his lungs. Okay, so this is about the spirometry. So this spirometry test which will determine spirometry test. Okay, so that will determine whether the heart is functioning properly, that is inhalation and exhalation is proper within that person or not. Okay, so if there are any abnormalities, then he is advised to take the medication. Okay, so what are the common diseases which are associated with the lungs? Okay, that is asthma. Okay, the chronic obstructive pulmonary disease COPD, and pulmonary fibrosis, pneumonia, pulmonary embolism, and lung cancer. Okay, so these are all the diseases which are the abnormal, which results from the abnormal functioning of the lungs. Okay, and symptoms and all, you can study what are the symptoms of associated with that particular disease. Okay, and so next we'll move on to what are the solutions which are pertaining in order to overcome these diseases, or what are the recent inventions which have been made by the engineers. Okay, in order to assist this diagnosis, in order to assist this. So the filtry problems. First invention is ventilator. What is a ventilator? Ventilators. If he is not able to breathe on his or her own, okay, then they will be assisted with these ventilators, right? So these ventilators, all of you might have seen. How this the ventilators, the procedure, that is the insertion of this ventilators will take place. We'll see it. See, this is the device called as laryngoscope. Okay, so this device is used to guide that endotracheal tube. Okay, so this will be inserted through the mouth. This laryngoscope will be inserted through the mouth. So after inserting this laryngoscope, through this laryngoscope, one guide wire will be sent. Okay. And through the guide wire, one balloon will be sent. So that balloon act as a where you need to place that guide wire. Okay, so that position is it is decided by that balloon. So and the one tip of this guide wire which will be connected with one. So through the tip of this guide wire, it will be connected with a pump. Okay, which to in order to send the oxygenated blood. So this is the process of ventilation. Okay, so how this they will send the oxygenated blood. Okay, so what are the devices involved here is the endotracheal tube. Okay, that is the guide wire which will be sent. So in order to guide this endotracheal tube, they will be using one laryngoscope. Okay, so through that laryngoscope, they will be sending this endotracheal tube, and the tip of this endotracheal tube will be connected to the ventilator. Okay, from there they will be sending the oxygenated blood. Okay, and they'll be taking out the deoxygenated blood, that is the carbon with the they will be taking out the deoxygenated air, that is the carbon dioxide. Okay, and they will be sending the oxygenated air inside. Okay, so what are the main functions of these ventilators? So these ventilators, they will be supporting the patients. Okay, if he is in a ICU. Okay, if he is unable to breathe on his own, and if he is having some severe issues like pneumonia, severe asthma, okay, and COPD diseases. Okay, so in those cases, these ventilators comes into picture. Okay, so where these ventilators, through the ventilators, oxygenated air will be sent. Okay, and the deoxygenated will be taken out. Okay, so this is about the ventilators. And next machine that is associated with this art. Okay, and lung, that is art lung machine. Okay, so this art lung machine, which is also called as a cardiopulmonary bypass machine. Okay, so what is the role of this art lung machine? As the name itself indicates, it performs both the functions of heart and lungs. Okay, so in some surgeries like bypass surgery, what is a bypass surgery? Heart operation, that is called as open heart surgery, right? So open heart surgery. See, if there are multiple blockages, within the heart, then they will go for the bypass surgery. Okay, they will go for the bypass surgery, and